Eddie, I'm lucky enough to get something at the end there, and generally for the second half performance?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought we were. Obviously, we started very well. I thought there's some really good elements to our play today in both halves. The goalkeeper's made a number of good saves at the end of the game. The frustrating thing for us is the second half we didn't put them under more pressure. But the way things are going for us at the moment, the goals we conceded, especially the timing of them as well after getting the lead, was pivotal in the game.
You're on an awful run really at the moment, aren't you, Eddie? What do you stick with your philosophy, or do you have to kind of take stock and think maybe we just need to try something different? Or how do you look at it? How do you?
Well, no, there's only one way for us to get out of this run of form, and that's to work harder, smarter, but not to change and throw everything away that we've built and everything that's good about us, really. So, but certainly we have to improve. You know, the goals we're giving away at the moment, they're too high. We're giving ourselves too much to do to win games. But well, I believe in the players, and I believe that will change.
Is the confidence in the dressing room low because of the run that you're on?
Naturally, I think when you don't win and you suffer the defeats that we had, confidence takes a little knock. You could see that today because there's so many good things from our display today, but ultimately we lose, and probably the difference was both boxes. But I do believe there's a lot of strength in this team, character-wise, and all the technical things that go into a game that long-term will be fine.
It's getting tighter and tighter down at the bottom of the league now. Does that concern you, or would you just concentrate on your form and keep going?
No, naturally it concerns me. Of course it does. And I've said for a long time I feel we're in a relegation battle until we get the points that says we're safe. So I've got no problem facing that head on. We need points, and we need points quickly.
Big mistake by Arthur, Eddie, for the goal.
That's the life of a goalkeeper, I'm afraid. You know, he's going to make big saves for us. He's going to make mistakes. Every goalkeeper does. We back him. We know how good he is. We know his qualities. He's a massive player for us with his experience as well. He'll be pivotal in the run-in. So, you know, we believe in him, and you know he's saved us many times, and I back him to do so again.
Quick word on the ref, who seems to be on his farewell tour. He's got quite a lot of abuse out there today. Do you think he had a good game back?
Difficult until you review all the decisions. My overall feeling is I think he got the big calls right. Again, it could be proved otherwise when I review them, but I had no problem with his display.
Is it more frustrating because you got off to such a good start?
Yeah, well, I think it's more frustrating because you lose. Doesn't matter how that comes about. We did get a good start. It was a perfect start against a team like West Brom, who defend in the way that they do. They're so difficult to score against. But then, of course, the key moments are we concede straight after, so that was disappointing.
Because you are the type of side, though, that you go on runs like this, and then you get a couple of wins. You know, you are a team of extremes in some ways, aren't you? You know,
Well, we hope so.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. Let's hope the extremes are about to come, because we certainly feel we need that at the moment.
You put it back to the Arsenal game, Eddie, at all, that knocked confidence to be 3-0 Monday?
No, I think the bigger thing to take from that game was Simon Francis' suspension, and that was the last game that we had Nathan with us. And I think taking two key players out of our back four, I think that was, I don't want to say a turning point because there's a lot of the season to go, and we believe that we're going to be fine. But you know, that's obviously knocked us short term for a period.
Goals conceded again must be a worry because that's another 2 goals on the road. I mean, the goals against Everton.
As I just alluded to, the reasons behind that.
In the week that's in it with Ranieri, you know, the guy who won the Premier League getting sacked. I mean, you know, do you feel? I mean, you're loved by at that club. You've done so much for it, but do you feel, you know, you've got the backing of your board and that you've got, you know, the full support of them?
I think I've always said and maintained that I have to prove I'm good enough to be in the job by getting results. If you're not getting results, then it becomes difficult. Doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, and what you've achieved historically. So I would very much fall into that bracket.
Okay.
Thank
Should
you.
be Mondays next door.
Cheers.